Welcome to Quip Lab's guide on choosing a chemical provider. In this video, we'll walk you through moving to a new chemical provider or evaluating your old one, step by step, to make sure you understand the important questions to ask. Whether you're thinking about moving to a new provider or evaluating the one you have, one of the first questions worth asking is whether or not they're regularly audited. Regular audits can make sure they're offering good quality chemistries that contain what they say they contain, they're offering chemistries that aren't dangerous to you or the environment, and that they have legal and ethical manufacturing practices. Next up, it's important to understand the method that the chemistries will be transported to you with. After all, even if your cleaners are the absolute best, you can't use them if they're not delivered on time or in stock. Ask yourself if ordering is simple. Chemical level monitoring can remind you when it's time to reorder. An automatic chemical subscription can make ordering automatic. Pay attention to what happens once a chemical is delivered. Does the supplier require you to move the chemical to your washer and load it? Do they offer to manage this for you? Finally, know which freight service the provider uses and what the costs are. When it comes to the actual products that you'll be using, it's important to understand just why these products are being recommended to you. Is the vendor actually examining your specific needs before recommending an acid cleaner? Do they understand what species you're dealing with? And have you discussed what kind of chemistries will be needed to neutralize your cleaners before they're washed down the drain? The last thing you should look closely at are the services that your provider is offering. Not all chemical companies are alike, and they should be evaluated on how they go above and beyond simply shipping you cleaners and disinfectants. Closely evaluate the frequency, cost, scope, and provided documentation of service visits. Regarding documentation, it's important to know whether the reports provided offer any meaningful data to manage usage and inventory and cost per load, as well as set and achieve goals for both the vendor and your staff. Lastly, it's important to understand how your cleaning efforts are going to be validated. After all, if there's no validation at the end, then there's no telling whether or not the claims of the chemical provider are true. Your chemical provider should be offering to accompany you on a visual inspection, help you run ATP tests to determine the cleanliness of washed caging. They should be able to perform microbial press plating to determine if the pathogens that threaten your research are making it past your sanitation processes, and they should have methods for determining chemical residue on your caging. And there you have it, a simple guide to get you started evaluating your chemical provider, whether you've had them for years or are thinking about moving to someone new. If you'd like more information on how Quip Labs manufactures, ships, doses, or validates any of our proprietary cage wash cleaners, feel free to reach out on our regional contact page linked below, or by calling 1-800-424-2436. Thanks, and remember, Quip Labs makes it safe, simply and sensibly.